Hey everyone, this is Joanne coming to you live from New York. I'm also known as #UnicornBoss. So as you guys are jumping online tonight, go ahead and hit me up with some unicorn emojis since those are my jam. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. So super excited tonight, you guys. Happy Friday. Boy, did I have a long night last night. So if anybody out there is a boss baby, you know the last day of the month is always super crazy. So I totally pulled an all-nighter last night. So finally starting to come alive, feeling pretty awesome. It's supposed to snow here in New York, so I thought I would do a quick and easy crock pot soup. It's been a long time since I've done broccoli cheddar on my page here. It's probably been almost a year. So this is a brand new recipe. The last one I did, we made on the stovetop. So this is going to be a crock pot recipe tonight. So if you guys love cooking with your crock pot, go ahead and comment crock pot below. We're doing broccoli cheddar. So super excited to try this one with you guys tonight. So I see a bunch of you jumping online. Welcome. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. Don't forget to say hi and let me know where you're coming in from. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. By the way, if you're a brand new friend, don't forget to comment new below so that way I can circle back around and say hi to you. I love to say hi to my brand new friends. So if you're brand new to me, welcome. My name is Joanne. I've been keto over 1 year now. I'm down 60 pounds and it's completely saved my life, you guys. I'm just so passionate about the keto lifestyle. When I first started, I was overwhelmed, geeky, and awkward, and I was not good in the kitchen. So I started finding quick and easy recipes that I could share and show people how easy keto can really be. So if you're looking for quick and easy, you're definitely in the right spot. Let me go ahead and say hi to a few people real quick. By the way, if you're keto, go ahead and let me know in the comments here. Comment keto and let me know how long you've been on the journey. So let's see who we've got. Hi, Matt, Ashley, Laura, Chris. Hi, Kathy. Who else we got? Claudia, Nancy, Nisi, Ashley. Who else? Scrolling through all the names here. Carol, Jane, welcome. So happy to have you guys. So if you love to cook in your crock pot, don't forget to comment crock pot below here. This is going to be a super quick and easy broccoli and cheddar soup. So do you guys like broccoli and cheddar? I do. It's one of my favorites. And it's actually, oops, almost dropped you guys off the counter. Sorry about that. It's actually super easy. It's really keto. So this will be a really nice one for you to add to your keto repertoire. So let me go over the macros real quick and then we're gonna throw it together. And it's gonna cook for, if you're using fresh broccoli, I would cook it for about 3 hours in your slow cooker. But I'm gonna do an hour and a half because I'm gonna cheat. I'm all about doing the cheaty keto hacks, you guys. So I am using frozen broccoli just to make it a little bit easier. So by the way, if you have a lot of fun on my page and you learn lots of things about keto, please give the video a quick share for me. I so appreciate your love and support. And if you haven't followed me yet, take a quick moment here, click on the bottom, it will pop up, do follow and see first. And then if you want to turn on your live notifications in the corner, then you won't miss all the fun that we do here. So yeah, give me some broccoli comments. I love that. Thanks for doing that, Matt. Thanks for sharing, Carol. Hi, Cassie. So hi, Mel. Welcome. Okay, so let's go over macros real quick. I'll make sure I update this on the post. I just wanted to get going, so I skipped over it real quick. So this is supposed to yield 12 total servings. A serving is about a cup. Calories is 230. Let's see here, carbs is 3.8, so about 4 grams of carbs, which is definitely doable. And then protein is almost 10 grams, 9.8 grams of total protein. And the fat, which you guys know is my favorite. So it's actually 20 grams of fat per serving for this dish here. So I know I say it all the time, you guys, but don't be afraid of fat. High fat really is the key for keto. Otherwise, you're just low carb. And if low carb is your goal, that's totally okay. But for me, low carb doesn't cut it. I need to be up over 100 grams of fat for my keto macros in order for me to lose weight successfully. So if you want to share with me where your fat macros are at, I would love to see it. I love how everyone ketos differently, so sometimes high fat doesn't work for everyone, but usually that's the case. Hi, Nisi. Hi, everybody. Thanks for the broccoli comments. So let's go ahead and get started. So let me just turn this a little bit. Hopefully you can see. Let me just check real quick. Okay, let me move my Let me move things over just a little bit. I know I've got a really small workspace, you guys, so for that I apologize. There we go. Okay, so now you can see the pot just a little bit better. So if you're having trouble seeing, feel free to swipe the comments to the side. Hi, Cindy, welcome. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, if you are gonna use fresh broccoli, you would chop it up and set it aside, and then we would add the raw broccoli in towards the end here. So, oh my gosh, Samantha, I have an Instapot on my wish list. I definitely do need to get one. So if you guys have an Instapot, go ahead and share with me in the comments pros and cons for Instapot versus crock pot, because I've been sitting on the fence forever and I know I really need to get one. So so in our crock pot here, we're gonna add some butter. So I've got, I just melted it just a little tiny bit. This is grass-fed butter, by the way, so make sure you're investing, spend a little bit more money and get the grass-fed butter, you guys. I actually did a really great video about why grass-fed butter is so important, but you want those high-quality, medium-chain fatty acids, so that's why we want to do that. So we've got I think it's 2 tablespoons. Let me just make sure. 2 tablespoons of grass-fed butter. We're also going to put in some cream cheese. So I went ahead and softened in the microwave, or you could just leave it out on your counter. This is 8 ounces of full-fat cream cheese. So make sure you're doing the full fat, you guys. You don't want to be doing any low-fat things. Low fat is actually not good for you. So let me get this in here. Okay. Kohl's is doing $15 Kohl's cash for every 50 spent. Ooh, thanks for sharing that, Gina. I love a deal, so maybe I'll check that out. That's a great way to pick up my Instapot. So let's see here. And we're gonna do heavy whipping cream, chicken broth, water, and mix it all together. So let's see here. How much heavy whipping cream do we need? Oops, knocking things over. 1 cup. So let me go ahead and measure that. So how's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. Does anybody have plans for the weekend? Go ahead and share with me in the comments. I love to see what you guys are up to. Let's see, I already forgot. What was it, 1 cup? 1 cup. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna do some chicken broth. So I know I did a soup the other day. I've been on a soup kick lately, you guys, because I've been sick with the flu, but hopefully you guys are enjoying all of the soup recipes. But I do love the College Inn. If you're not gonna make your own, I like this brand. You can feel free to share your favorite in the comments here. I like it because it's 100% natural, and if you look at the back, there's no added sugars. So when you're shopping for a broth, just make sure you're doing something, make sure there's no added sugar in it. You'd be surprised how many of them out there have added sugars, which I think is crazy. Why would I want sugar in a broth? But it's in everything. So okay, so we're gonna do 2 cups. Okay, perfect. So that's the rest of this container here. So by the way, the recipe suggests to warm this up, and it's probably just so we can melt the cheese and combine everything nicely. I'm not too worried about it because once the crock pot heats up, it's gonna get everything really melty and delicious, so I'm gonna skip over that step. Oh no, Susan's gotta go to a birthday party. Well, girl, make sure you, I don't know, can you put some fat bombs in your pocket or something like that, so that way you have something sweet and you can feel like you're a part of the, you're a part of the party. So let's see here. I'm looking at some of the other comments. Stay inside. Love it. Yes, you can make your own homemade chicken broth. Oh, so Sam is really trying to sell me on that Instapot. Girl, you'll have to send me your recipe so that way I can give it a try. Okay, so let's see what else we've got here. And then we're gonna do, oh, we're supposed to add water to this too. Let me see how much. 2 cups of water. Okay. All right, let me just do a rough stir here with what we've got in the crock pot so far. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese. So it's a half a cup of freshly grated Parmesan. So that's what I've got in this bowl here. I'll go ahead and pour it in. And this is pretty much the last of the steps here. So the next thing we're gonna add are the broccoli. So remember, if you wanted to do fresh broccoli, you could go ahead and just chop up some fresh broccoli. And let me just use a whisk here. So I'm just gonna stir this around just a little bit so it's a little bit more combined before I add in my broccoli. I'm gonna totally cheat though and just use frozen broccoli, it's fine. I think I saw a question, can the recipe be made gluten and dairy free? You can definitely do dairy free. I actually did a really great video about dairy free keto. Off of the top of my head, just because I'm not dairy free, I can't tell you what you can use to substitute for the heavy cream and the cream cheese, but there are absolutely dairy free substitutes. So if anyone on here is dairy free, or if you're really versed on it and you want to share, definitely feel free to leave that in the comments. But it's definitely possible to be dairy free and keto. It's a little bit more of a challenge. It's not as easy, but you can definitely do it. Actually, one of my best friends is she has to be dairy free. It just does not do well for her, and she's lost, I think, over 50 or 60 pounds so far, and she's been dairy free very successfully. So it's a little bit more work, but you can still do it, absolutely. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and add in, so I've just got, I don't know, half a bag of some broccoli cuts right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this in. Actually, let me put a little bit of thyme. So it says to do a pinch of thyme in here. So I'm gonna do like, I don't know, maybe like a 1/4 teaspoon and see how it looks. Let me give it one last stir, and then we'll get our broccoli in here. Okay, that looks pretty good with a 1/4 teaspoon. Get my broccolis submersed, and then we are pretty much ready to go to turn the crock pot on. So what do you guys think? Super quick and easy, right? You could do this tomorrow afternoon in just 10 minutes, have all kinds of fresh goodies in your slow cooker or your Instapot, however you want to cook it. And then in just a few hours, you can have some delicious, fresh broccoli cheddar soup. So this is gonna cook. If you were gonna do fresh broccoli, you would turn it on high and cook, actually medium high, and cook it for 3 hours. But because I'm using frozen broccoli, it's gonna cook a little bit faster. So I'm gonna set it for like 1.5 hours and then check it and taste it. So the last step is, once the crock pot is finished cooking for, you know, however much time you set it for, you want to taste it, season it with salt and pepper, and then at that point we're going to add in the cheddar and let it melt and combine. So it's going to use, for the last step here, 2.5 cups of fresh shredded cheddar cheese, which is going to be amazing. Yes, Susan, you could totally add some bacon to it. I actually think that's a fantastic idea. So I'll probably throw some bacon in my air fryer tomorrow to have with it. And I think crispy bacon, dipping it inside would be kind of like a really great sub or a cheaty hack for if you would normally want to do bread. So you could also feel free to make some cloud bread to go along with it. And what else? Oh, the person that made this recipe suggested that if you want it thicker, you could do closer to 3 cups of shredded cheddar just to thicken up a little bit more if you needed to. So let me hold it up so you guys can take a look. Doesn't look that special right now, but tomorrow it's going to be really yummy and delicious. I'm going to be actually making this probably tomorrow, or if I do it later tonight. I always do a live taste test on my page, and I take a photo so you guys can like see the finished product and how it turned out. So make sure you swing back later and look for that. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed the recipe tonight. If you did, give this video a quick share. Don't forget to friend me and follow me. And if you'd like to be a part of my secret recipe group, go ahead and comment group below, and I'll make sure I get you an invite. And if you guys are interested, I don't know if you've heard about it yet, but I'm going to be doing a 10-day keto workshop in March. So if that's something you'd like some information about, you can comment workshop below, and I'll let you know all of the details about the workshop. It's going to be 10 days of all things keto. We're going to be talking about keto mindset, macros, fasting. We'll have meal plans in there. So it's the first time we've ever done this with 6 other keto coaches like myself. So it's going to be really exciting and fun. So thanks, you guys. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. And I'll be back to chat with you guys again soon. Take care.